Most people assume that collecting art is something that you do later in life, when you have more time, more knowledge, more understanding. But it's that very mindset that means that a lot of the best works are hanging on the walls of someone else's house. It doesn't have to be that way, and today I'm going to give you some top tips for starting an art collection. One of the best ways to start collecting art is often through editions. Now these could be prints, multiples or photographs, and you can actually get them from a lot of major institutions. So places like the Whitechapel, Nottingham Contemporary, Tate, Chisenhale, they all have amazing edition programs that run in conjunction with the exhibitions. So you could go to one of the best shows of the year and walk away with a relating artwork of the same caliber that could go in your home. And some of them start for as little as £150. And I feel the most remarkable thing is that people just don't realise there's this opportunity there. And all you really have to do is go and speak to the front desk and inquire about the works. Another great route to start collecting art is emerging artists. Now this is where one of the biggest misconceptions exists. A low price point does not mean low value or low quality. The price point is a reflection of the stage an artist is within their career. Early in an artist's career, they're effectively looking for early supporters. Now that's basically people that buy the work and that are kind of committed to the career of the artist and that back the artist's values, they back the aesthetic values or whatever the kind of specific interest of that artist is. And really the reason for that low price point is because those early support network are basically advocates for that artist. And often collectors are connected to other collectors or to curators or to galleries, and they can really kind of help to move that artist's career forward. There's something else worth noting here, which is that when an artist's value or the price of the work starts to grow, all of the work increases in value. So works that are 10 years old or 20 years old are of the same value as the most recent pieces, even though the most recent pieces are being offered for potentially a lot more money. Sometimes the older works are valued even higher because they mark a really key point within an artist's career. It's because the market doesn't have a value system that says newer is better. It's more that the name of the artist and the kind of caliber they've risen to is the more defining and more important aspect. But here I'd also say investment shouldn't be the reason you're buying art. Markets are incredibly unpredictable, careers falter and have unexpected turns. The thing that does remain the same is how you feel about an artwork, how it can uplift your day-to-day experience of being in the world and being amongst something that really makes you think and makes you feel. And being in a world of mass production and mass consumption, where everything is an iteration of everything else, an exact replica, having something truly unique from a set, specific artist, from a very important point in time that not only relates to the artist's life, but to your own, is an incredibly rare thing. There's also growing research to back this up, that living with artwork does uplift individuals on an emotional level. So starting a collection, you don't need to be a high net worth individual. It's really quite simple. It just requires a willingness to go out there and look for things and to learn about things and to trust your own eye and trust your own insight. Everything on Gertrude's Under a Monkey collection is priced at £500 or less. We have works, we have editions, and we have works from emerging practices, and we have a number of works that we think are really poignant pieces. None of them are compromises.